After the surprise success of The Old Guard in 2020, when audiences craved big escapism during lockdown, Netflix fast-tracked a sequel that nobody really asked for. Now, 4 years later, The Old Guard 2 limps onto the screen, offering more confusion than thrills and little reason for its existence beyond ticking franchise boxes. The first film, while imperfect, had charm, a global scope, inventive action, and a surprisingly heartfelt queer love story at its core. But the sequel arrives with none of that spark, bogged down by convoluted lore, a rushed runtime, just 97 minutes, and a tone-deaf approach to its most compelling characters. Charlize Theron returns as Andy, once immortal, now mortal, but you wouldn't know it by how low the stakes feel. She's still slicing through enemies with precision, but the emotional weight of her mortality is barely explored. Uma Thurman slinks in as the villainous immortal Noriko, but she's underused and awkwardly teased for a third installment that may never come. New director Victoria Mahoney replaces Gina Prince Bythewood and brings with her a sharp decline in action quality. The fight scenes are flat, the pacing is frantic, and the narrative structure is an incoherent mess. A film about immortals somehow manages to feel rushed. Worse, the inclusivity that helped the first film stand out has been watered down. The tender romance between Joe and Nikki, once a centerpiece, is now reduced to fleeting glances. And Andy's potential queerness, clear in the source material, is downgraded to vague companionship. Despite Theron's best efforts, the film feels hollow. Chiwetel Ejiofor is wasted, and Thurman's villain, though promising, is barely on screen long enough to matter. By the time the cliffhanger ending rolls in, it's clear this film wasn't designed to tell a story, but to set up another. Unfortunately, Netflix forgot the golden rule of sequels: build on what worked. The Old Guard 2 tries to be both a continuation and a setup for more, but ends up doing neither well. Instead of feeling like an event, it feels like an obligation. If The Old Guard 3 never happens, that might be a mercy.